right, hey, Tony here, Random Ventures 2.0. What are we doing and where are we at? Well, we're still in California, and we just got on the section of the highway that is a Eastern Sierra Scenic Highway. So right over there is the beginning of the Sierra Mountains range, and it's going to run up along this road. I don't know what all we're going to see, but I'm headed to a place that I think we're going to spend a little bit of time at, and I think you're going to like it. So let's get on down the road. I'll tell you where we're going when we get there. Alrighty, so this is North 395, so it's a scenic highway, and it goes up along the Sierra Mountain. And yeah, back there was Red Rock, and I did stop there, and I got a couple pictures of it. So I saw a Joshua tree. Now, we're not in Joshua Tree National Forest, but when I was there, the Joshua trees weren't blooming. So you can see here in these pictures that it's blooming, and look at all the contours of the rocks and just the flowers. Just really amazing to see this. So yeah, well, hey, let's get on down the road. So we got a lot to see today. Yeah, this morning we got up. I spent the night overnight in the desert. I pulled in there late. It was like 10 o'clock at night when I pulled in. I found a OHV area and just pulled in, and that's where you saw us wake up this morning and head out from there. So in the last episode, I was camping with Dana from Behind the Mountains, and what an epic trip that was. 2 days, so that was really, really cool. But got back to Dana's yesterday and kind of hung out there for a little bit in the late afternoon, and then evening was coming around and I had a plan, so I thought, you know what, let's get going. So I got in the car, said my goodbyes. What a great family that was, and I really appreciated that. So Behind the Mountains, you got to check his video out of our 2-day trip. That was really cool. But I got into an OHV area. I believe it was called Jawbone, and it was up 14 just past Mojave. So we're in the Mojave Desert now, and I found a spot. I slept overnight. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I just climbed into the car and went to sleep into the back there, and then got up this morning, and hey, that moon, as it was setting this morning, as the sun was coming up, I wish I could have got a better picture of it. I just caught it just as I was waking up, and I wish I had a little bit more time to adjust this picture to make it more clear, but hey, that was a beautiful sight. Yeah, I just passed a old motel. I took a picture of the sign because it's called the Rustic Motel, but it's been a long time, I think, since anybody stayed there. But yeah, there's cattle on the right of me, and I just passed the gas station too, and I was thinking of topping it off, but at $5.99, I'm gonna keep them rolling and take my chances. There's another town coming up here in 22 miles. And that's actually the town we're going to. Yep, along this way you can see, I thought it was snow out there in the desert, but there ain't no way that could be. It's actually a lake, and you can see all the white salt that's the whole way around. I actually pulled over to get a better look at it. Yep, that's salt. So you got salt down in the valley and snow on the mountains. Kind of looks the same. Yeah, you can see one ridge line is all brown and no snow, and the one behind it, oh my gosh, God, it's covered with snow. All right, we're coming into a town called Lone Pine. So, Ah, looks like there's a gas station up there on the left. Hopefully that's not $6 a gallon. Oh, we'll see. Ah, $5.39. Not bad. Oh, I was wrong. That was the cash price. $549.9. Alrighty. So one good thing is they've got a Jersey Mike subs. I haven't seen that since Pennsylvania. And this is the Lee's Frontier store and gas station. 7 gallons, $40, $7.27. That's my birthday. Yeah. But I think the view is awesome, even though it's expensive. Okay, there's Jersey Mike's. Lisa and I love going to Jersey Mike's back in PA. Honey, I'm gonna splurge. I'm having a Jersey Mike's sub for lunch. All right, so we got our gas, we got our Mike's sub, so we are set. All right, so let's get on down the road just a little bit more because I got to find this place. I'll tell you where we're going in a minute. All right, here we are, and they are open.
Route recalculation.
So I thought this place would be really, really cool to see. So this is the Museum of Western Film History, out in the middle of nowhere. So I think we're going to go ahead and take a walk inside and take a look at this. But look at those stagecoaches over there. All right, let's check it out. Oh, hey, how you doing? Good. Yeah, I'm here to see the museum.
Okay.
Right. And is it a cost to do it?
We ask a $5 donation.
All right, that sounds good. Alrighty, right here is the museum, so let's go on in. So the Alabama Hills, this is very famous for a lot of films being shot in this area, a lot of old westerns. I mean, dating way back. So right here you got Stagecoach to Tucson, and that was with Rod Cameron. So that was one of the movies that he had made. So this is overwhelming. There's a ton of stuff here. So the town here is Lone Pine. This is a display of a general store, but yeah, look at that. So Tom Mix, we're gonna start out at the early days. So you can see a movie poster. And Tom Mix, he was from 1880 to 1940, but this is some of his clothes from the movie that he wore. Wow. So this building is 10,000 square feet. And we're going to start over on the right because they said that's the early years. Fatty Arbuckle. So the Roundup. So that was an early Western film. You can see some of the props. So every year they have a film festival that is here at this town, and one of the things that they did is after 33 years they were kind of getting together, and a lot of the townspeople were getting a lot of memorabilia and stuff, and talk came about starting a museum. So funds were started to be raised to build, but they wanted to buy this land first, and they ended up getting enough donations to buy the land. And then Jim Rogers, no relation to Roy Rogers because that wasn't even Roy's actual name, but Jim Rogers had actually donated $1 million for this building, and then they were able to construct it. Yeah, Ken Maynard. He was one of the early Western stars. You can see all of his movies there. 1926 all the way to 1936. Cattle Thief being the last one that was filmed in Lone Pine. There's his holster and gun and his chaps. Post-war films is a whole section here. Randolph Scott from 1898 to 1987. That was all the films that he had done. Santa Fe, Randolph Scott. The Tall T, Guns in the Afternoon, Ride the High Country. Yeah, this is a really neat display. There's Artie Murphy, I'm sorry. Here's some of Randolph Scott's stuff, his cowboy hat, his holster, his boots. There you go. And some different books. Yeah, this is a really great display here. And we didn't even see part of it yet. Artie Murray, here's his boots. Rome, India, and other lands. So here's a whole section. Gunga Din. And right here, this is actually a training school costume for the gladiator. That's more of a familiar movie for me, The Gladiator. Yeah. But these are films that were filmed in different areas in other lands. So they've got memorabilia for all of that as well. The movie Gunga Din, this is one of the extras outfits. Here's one of the movie billboards or posters. Yeah, this is interesting. During the filming, the one set burnt down, and the Lone Pine Fire Department actually helped put it out. And this was the set built out here in Lone Pine. So they actually have tours here that you can take with their tour guides that take you to some of the filming locations out here. So you got a movie poster here for Samson and Delilah. Yeah, this is the vehicle from Mad Dog with Humphrey Bogart. Cactus Rose Saloon, stuntmen. So this is all the gear that they used during the stunts, and that would be in here. So a lot of the stuntmen performed a lot of stunts for the stars, and this is some of the gear that they use. This would be a stuntman's saddle. Look at that padding on there. So this was a leather jerk vest where they would, jerk someone off the horse and make them look like he got shot. So this was a wooden chest plate. So there was an expert marksman who actually would shoot arrows into that when people were on a horse or just standing there. So a little bit more about that. This was actually donated by Diamond Farsworth, and his dad was an expert marksman with a bow. And as a kid, he said he would wear that and his dad would shoot for practice, and he said his dad never missed. That's a good thing. All right. Yeah, that was really cool. So they've got an arrow in there that the actor would pull, and it would make the arrow pop out and kind of make it look like he got shot. So look at this. This is a whole section dedicated to John Wayne. John Wayne filmed quite a number of films out here. So in the movie The Searchers, 1956, you can see John Wayne there wearing this outfit. So this is the outfit that he wore during that movie. So this is from the movie The Shootist, and this is what John Wayne wore during that. Yeah, it looks like there's a bullet hole right there about the chest and up there on the shoulder. John Wayne's filmography. Look at all the dates and films. So starting out in 1928, going down through the list. Look at all those films. And then ending with The Shootist in 1975. Here's a poster from Rio Bravo. You can see the outfit that he's wearing. And right there it is. Wow. There's some director's chairs set up there. So this display here is from William Whitney. So he was one of the youngest Hollywood directors of Westerns and filming things like The Lone Ranger and different things. Yeah. So we got Outlaw Alley. So this is just a small hallway. Actually, it's a cell, but there's an exit right over there. But you got some of the actors that played outlaws. So they're displayed on this little wall here. Pretty cool. Some of the other things, more modern. So if you remember the movie The Tremor, so there was different stuff that was filmed out here for The Tremor. There's all kinds of different movies. This location was very popular, still is. So you're entering another dimension. So the movie Iron Man, so they even have some things from that was filmed out in this area too. So look at that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. So this is an antique camera car. So on the front here you can see they would have it all set up for the cameras on the front there. They wouldn't drive that along. Probably a little bumpy, but they made it sure it was nice and smooth. Yeah, so they had wooden platforms built on there so that they could hold the camera equipment in the crews and the filming crews. Yeah, I know with me trying to film in the car, just those bumps, I don't know how they did it back then. Well, I've got stabilizers on my camera, and it still shakes. Singing cowboys. Yeah. You've got all of Gene Autry's outfit here and his guitar, some of the music, sheets, boots. Man, it's hard to believe that so many movies were filmed in this area of Lone Pine. Just the amount of displays and history that's in this building, it's just incredible. Roy Rogers and George Gabby Hayes, Man from Cheyenne. Got a whole display here for Roy Rogers. Yeah. Oh, look at that, George Gabby Hayes. Look at that. There's Roy Rogers' 6-shooter. There's Gene Autry, another one of his posters. The Trail to San Antone, and this is actually the car that was used during that movie, for that movie. Old Buick. Yeah, Hopalong Cassidy. So a lot of memorabilia in this room. Look, plastic straws. Hopalong Cassidy drinking straws. Yeah, the Hopalong Cassidy, I think that's when they started merchandise, because you got lunch boxes, you got outfits and guitars, mugs or cups. Hopalong Cassidy chow set. You had fork, knife, and spoon. You had plates. You had bowls. You had cups, other plates, lunch boxes, all kinds of stuff. Puzzles, roller skates with spurs on them. That's pretty cool. He was popular. He made a lot of movies in Lone Pine. Look at all those. From 1935 all the way to 1948. So this is the hay ride, and this is one of the stage coaches that they got on display here. Overland stage line. Yeah, can you imagine riding in one of those? No air condition. Oh, look at that old stove. They even got a bunk bed on display here, some more lunch boxes. Oh, look at that. Cheerios. An old Cheerio box with the Lone Ranger Frontier Town. Yeah, a lot of stuff. So you got some Lone Ranger stuff. There's the costume and mask. Pair of binoculars. Books. Yeah, even a lunchbox. Hey, the Adventures of Rin Tin Tin. I remember that. So you had some of the TV shows, the Roy Rogers Show, Hopalong Cassidy, Gene Autry. There's more Cheerios. Hey, Hopalong Cassidy toothpaste. They thought of everything. There's the Lone Rangers. So we got Panavision, Technicolor. So these are a lot of the cameras that were used to shoot the films. And look at those boxes. Those are all movie boxes where they would house the films. Yeah, these were the drive-in movie projectors. You can see the speaker right there that would be near the car so you could hear it. But look how big those things were. Yeah, so this is a 1928 35 millimeter projector. Look at the size of those reels. Just incredible. So from this point, we're done with the museum, and then it comes out and there's more stuff to look at out here. And they do have a theater here where they do show films. The closest movie theater in this town is actually, you got to go 70 miles one way or 30 miles another way. So they do show films in their theater here. And a lot of the films that they show here, they're not all Westerns because it's so far to travel to get to see a movie. So they do that about twice every month. All right, so you got to get down here and check this out, but I'm going to go take a look at the gift shop. So they've got a little bit of everything in the gift shop here. So this is a place you can stop and check stuff out and look at all the old books. So I stepped outside and there's one of the stage coaches that's on display right outside. So this is a pretty neat one here. So look at all that green paint. And here's the other stagecoach that's along the side of the building here. That is pretty cool. Could you imagine arriving over here and then seeing that, all those mountains, and going, uh-oh. Yeah, so I pulled the car around, so let's get in the car. We're gonna go somewhere else. I'm back in the car. Where we're gonna go to is called Alabama Hills. It's not far, it's only like 2 miles up the road, but that's where a lot of the movies were filmed. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna probably, before we go to the Alabama Hills side, well, I guess it's all Alabama Hills, but we're gonna take another road and drive up along this way here and around, and then we're gonna get on to where most of the movies were filmed. So, man, I didn't even eat yet. That Jersey Mike sub, I just pulled it out of the bag and took one bite. Oh, it's good. So I've got a, I forget what it was called, but it's delicious, man. This is a treat. All right, I'm going to finish this, and then we're going to get up the road, and I can't wait to see it. They were very helpful in there. So if you get a chance, stop in at the museum, talk to them, and they'll point you in the direction of where all the films were made. We're going to drive to it. All right, see ya. So we're going to make a left out of the museum and head down there. It looks like their main street. So we're going to make a left at this stoplight, and this should bring us on the Alabama Hills Loop. Oh, look at those mountains. All right, I found the spot. So caution, steep, narrow, winding road. Trailers not advised. Next 3 miles. Alrighty, here we go. So this is supposed to be a 3-mile stretch that winds. It's a paved road the whole way, so it winds down around all of these rocks. So for a minute we're going to drive into the sun, but you can see the Sierra Nevada mountains. Yeah, very cool. All right, we're just starting to get into them. Yeah, look at all those rocks. Now these are big boulders. Man, if you were bouldering, you have a place to do it here. Yeah, so they said it gets narrow down through here. It's already, I would say 2 cars could pass on it, but so far it's not too narrow. Now looks like it's gonna wind a little bit more. Yeah, straight ahead. Look at all those rocks. Man, it looks like a rock pile. Yeah, straight ahead. Oh man, this goes down. Straight ahead. Look at the holes in the rocks there. Just from the weathering. They say there's over 100 arches in this area. Maybe we'll try to see if we can find one of them. I mean, we got 100, so we should be able to find at least one. I believe an arch is considered as long as it's like 3 foot high, I believe, then you can call it an arch. Yeah, it's winding up and down. Little roller coaster here. Yeah. Okay, we're getting down in them now. Yeah, this is a nice little drive here. Wow. Look at all those boulders. That is crazy. And they're not little. Those are huge. I'm going to pull over here a second, just kind of swing the car to the side here, give you kind of a perspective. I'm going to get out and walk up to that one rock there, just so you can kind of see what I look like next to it. Yeah, see what I mean? They are huge, and we're just winding down through them. Yeah, they don't look that big, probably from the camera and the car. Oh, look at this one right at the edge of the road. Wow. That is right along the edge. Yeah, this is a really nice drive. Yeah, the sun just isn't cooperating. It's really high right now, and we drive into it sometimes. But coming the other way, I think we'd be driving right into the sun. better look at it. Look at that one sitting right out in the middle. Yeah, so most of the movies were not made in this section. They were actually made over on the other side. We're going to come out and loop over there as well. And I think that's where the majority of the arches are. There's one really famous arch. I'm going to try to hike to it. Might be a little difficult, but I got the trekking poles. I'm going to give it a shot. They said through the arch you can see the mountain range. So it's a great picture. And I like great pictures. All right. Well, looks like we're popping out the other end. Yep. Wow, that was a really neat drive. Yeah, they're all done. All right, so that's Alabama Hills, or we're still in it. All right, so that's it. And let's get back out to the main road and get to the next spot. Okay, so we're gonna make a right on Movie Road. Now this is where a lot of the movies were filmed. So there was over hundreds of movies and TV shows all filmed in this area. I can see why. Look at that. Yeah, at the museum they said you're on the right road if it's macadam for a little bit and then turns to dirt. So we're going to be going dirt from here on out. But there's supposed to be at the end of this road a parking area that there's a small hike you can take up to the arch. And I would love to do that. The sun's not in the right position for it. So I might get up there and just wait till the sun gets a little better. Maybe goes down over the Sierra Nevada mountain and then get a couple pictures. But there is BLM land out here and there is camping, so you can camp at certain places. And I'm going to find a place, and I think we're just going to stay here tonight. Yeah, the roads are bumpy, but I can just see them coming across the field and on their horses, riding towards the sunset. Sunset's over there, but it ain't yet. I'm waiting for Rin Tin Tin to pop out, German Shepherd. They said Rin Tin Tin was actually had died, and they used actually 3 German Shepherds in the filming of Rin Tin Tin during his series. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for the camping sign, so I'll put a picture up of the sign I'm looking for, because when you see those signs, that's the one where you can camp at. So I haven't seen any yet, but we'll keep an eye out. All right, so you've got to go out this dirt road for about 2 more miles to get to that famous arch that you can see the Sierra Nevada range through it. But because of all the recent rains, they got the road closed. Man, I don't know. The lady at the library said people drive around it. I don't know. I'm thinking, I listen to the sign. There's another arch here somewhere. So I'll see what I can find. All right. Alrighty. So I was just talking to Mo over at the parking lot. Hey Mo, how are you doing? Comment every once in a while. So Mo said that there's a different way to get to that arch rather than driving down that road that's closed. And I'm going to attempt it because I really want to get there. So I've got a trekking pole and I'm going to use a tripod. But let me turn you around and kind of should go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we've got to go down. So down there, cross that creek, and then make our way up that way over to those rocks over there. Yeah. Wow, look at the red flowers. I'll see if I can find some of them along the way. I'll get a picture of it. But hey, I better get going. I should have filmed myself coming down that. So we just came down from up there and down this little path. And I'll tell you what, that was a little slippery. But we got a loop trail right there. It says the loop trail. So we're going to go ahead and take that. But we got to cross this little creek. Too bad I didn't have my water filtration system along with me. I'd get a filter a little bit of water. All right. Alabama Hills Trail. So I think we want to go this way, the loop trail. Whew, I tell you what. That was a little hike up here. I've still got a ways to go, but I'll tell you what, this is nice. Like I said, I want to find one of those red flowers. I hope I see one, but I'm going to show you more as we get closer. All right, let's get going. All right, that was a hike. That was a lot of work, and we still got to go back yet, but hey, all hard work has a reward. Look at that. Look at that arch. That is beautiful. Yeah. Amazing. I'm going to see if I can get some pictures. All right, I stepped on the other side of the arch to give you a different look. So here's the terrain. And then we're coming around the arch. And there's the arch. Look at that. Wow. So a little bit more of the view. So we came from way over there. And then, like I said, I'm standing on the back side of the arch. You can see my shadow. Hey, there's my shadow. And that's a little bit of a drop off. I'm out here by myself, so I got to be careful. I don't climb things like I used to. It's another look at the arch. So that's going to make an awesome picture right there. I think I'll snap a couple while we're doing this. All right. But yeah, the sun is just right there on the other side of the arch. That's how I can face it this way. But look at the Sierra Nevada mountain range right along there. You can see it through the picture or through the arch. And incredible. This is another look at it. This is with the sun at my back. So this is the other mountain range over there. And you can see the shadow from the arch where we were just standing a little bit ago. But yeah, that would make an awesome picture as well. Snap a few. All right. Yeah. Look at that. Then you got these big boulders just hanging out right next to it. Yeah, this is pretty epic. It really, really is. I've always wanted to... I see all these videos with these arches, and I've always wanted to go to one. This is like a dream come true. Just wish I had missed 2.0 with me. Yep. Yeah, amazing. If I was able to walk better, I've got a lot of downhill and uphill to go back. I'd wait till that sunset, and then I'd take out my headlamp and hike it back. But hey, at least we got our arch, right? This is amazing. We're working our way back. I've still got that up and down to do yet, but I think it'll be all right if I take my time. I'll see you in the car. All right. All right, I got this zoomed in on those flowers. I can't zoom any more. It'll get blurry. But there's some down there and some, I'm only seeing them on the cliffs. So there's some right over there as well. All right, but look at that view going this way. Beautiful. All right, I am back at the car, but I want to see if I can zoom in and take a picture of this one arch. It looks like a heart. I'm going to get a picture of it instead because I can zoom further. All right, that heart rock is right there. right at that spot right there. So that's what we just zoomed in on. Yeah, you can see that's a long ways away. All right, I'm gonna get in the car. Alrighty, so that was amazing. So I am glad we found that. So now all we got to find is a place to sleep. Now that might take a while because one truck stopped and asked if I saw any campsites, and I said no. So I'm just gonna have to go hunt for one. So I'll let you know what I get to when I get there. All right, see ya. Yeah, I'm looking. I am not finding anything. Yeah. Well, Subaru's doing good. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, look at all the pits. Look at the mountain. Oh, that is awesome. I see tire tracks, so other people are driving through here as well. Good. It's tricky, right?
That one, that's the worst one around here, I think.
Yeah, and it figures I'd find it.
Well,
Yeah.
we were coming around. We came around this way. It's like, oh, I'm not doing that. And came back this way.
Oh, yeah. I said, oh, there's tire tracks.
People have been doing it, so.
Okay. Well, I saw it scraped up a lot, too, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure. Yeah, you didn't notice any other spots around,
I
did you?
have it, not today. There was a bunch of people leaving this afternoon.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Have you gone further down that way?
I came in from over there.
Oh, you came in that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
All
I
righty.
apologize.
no, that's fine. That's fine. All right. I am not finding anything at all. There used to be more camping areas here, but they've kind of put the X on a lot of the spots, so there's only a few in these rocks, so it looks like I'm not going to find one. So I've got to find my way out of here. But hey, I did run into Sky. He's out for a week camping, and him and his daughter. And hey, Sky, it was great meeting you. And comment every once in a while and say hi. All right, we'll see ya. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time looking around for a campsite, and I can't find one. So I came back into town here, and I saw that there was a market. So I picked up a few supplies, a few groceries. I got some granola. So I got that because I believe the next video, I'm going to head across Death Valley. So I got to make sure I got enough water in my tank. And gas, yeah, even though I just got gas, it's want to make sure I got the tank fully topped off. So I'm just cruising down through here and gonna go out the other end of town here and see if I can't find a spot. If not, yep, I'm sure there's one somewhere. All right, I'll keep checking and I'll bring you back. Alrighty, so I didn't find a spot that I really wanted up over there on that where they filmed all the movies. They were all taken. I checked one or two other spots. Can't find anything. So because they've got little signs up that say no camping, and it looks like you can, but then you get close to it and it's like, nope. So I found a spot off the side of the road. Now it sits down in a little bit, and I backed in. So you can't, I see headlights going, but every once in a great while, I think they're pretty much done for tonight because it is 9:30 already. So we did a lot of stuff today. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. And I want to say, before I cue the music, hey, if you haven't hit subscribe, go ahead and do that. And we got a long way to go yet, all the way back to the East Coast. And hit the notification bell because, hey, you never know. Every Mondays and Thursdays, stay tuned. I put one up every Monday and Thursday. And then I go live on Sunday. So if you got that notification bell rung, you'll catch every episode. And if you haven't watched them coming up till now, hey, this is going to be number 21 or something like that of our journey. So you got a lot to catch up on if you haven't done it already. So that Jersey Mike subs got me full still, so I'm not hungry at all. So I am going to go ahead and start editing and then go to bed. So, tell you what, cue the music. Alrighty. So remember, it's just one adventure at a time, and you get out and have a great adventure. And wasn't that arch awesome? Yeah, that was really, really cool. So, hey, you have a great night and even a better week. So, good night, and Tony 2.0 out. And hi to everybody I met today. All right, take care. We'll see ya.